The one behind the scenes, making things happen all the time.
Hi guys.
I'm so excited.
Good to be here.
So excited to bring you here.
Yeah.
Your mom's
Matthew.
here, my mom's here, Matthew's here. We have lots of new friends here tonight.
Great.
So, how are you feeling?
Good.
You always feeling good?
Yeah, how about you?
Good. So, you heard what I was saying.
Yeah.
We did a question, we did a little channeling. I know that everyone, Matthew is so funny. Mom says hi. How great is that? Everyone's saying hi.
Hi guys. I'm usually behind the scenes doing some computer work, but I decided to join in today with the science behind Theta to talk about Theta in a little bit scientific format, a little bit deeper as to actually what's going on and how it's working. And also go into some subconscious reprogramming, what that is exactly, the difference between Theta and subconscious reprogramming, and how those things work. So let's get into it then. So first things first, the question we need to ask is, what exactly is the subconscious? What is this thing that we're dealing with? And this thing that we're dealing with is not necessarily something that we know to a T, but what we do know about it is this. It is the body's intelligence. So it is every single cell in your body, also within your memory too. So things that are not necessarily physical inside of the body. Cells that are communicating with each other, and and through your blood as well. So basically, to sum it up, the subconscious is the body's intelligence. So if you think about this from what we do with Theta, we are actually reprogramming the subconscious. So there's a number of ways that blocks come into the picture when they are energetic blocks or subconscious belief system blocks that will prevent you from actually getting some results in your life. Let's just take my story, for example. I'm a very, very, very passionate entrepreneur, but I struggled for about 5 years of my life trying to get a business up and running. And I was going out, I was getting all kinds of cool tech tools and understanding, technology and understanding strategy and understanding how to do video and all these crazy stuff. And then also business strategy, things of that nature. But I still couldn't get through that. I couldn't penetrate through the block that was preventing me from having abundance and all kinds of things. So I'm sure you guys can relate. Why is that? Well, it's pretty simple. There's a subconscious code running in my system, and it's just like a computer program. It's a code that's running that was preventing me from getting that result. It was preventing me from seeing success as an entrepreneur, having abundance, being financially stable, etc., etc. So when I found Theta about 5 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even know what was at my fingertips. I didn't know how powerful this technology was. And at first, I was skeptical. I'm sure like a lot of people watching this and a lot of people that have been seeing what we're doing, I was skeptical. But then I started testing it. And the cool thing about Theta is it's a multi, you can do all kinds of different things with it. So it's not just healing or subconscious reprogramming that you can do. It's also manifesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's also remote viewing that you can do. It's also future reading that you can do. It's also, you can do body scans and do medical intuitive and get information if somebody's having, like if you're working with a client, you can get information about somebody's ailments and discomforts, and if they're having problems in the body, you can see that. So we're literally tapping into the subconscious and understanding. So what is Theta exactly? That's the second question, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is Theta? Well, Theta is a brainwave. It's a brainwave that's triggered inside of a command sequence that we use within what we do with Theta Healing and subconscious reprogramming. It's triggering a brainwave, a Theta brainwave. What Theta allows us to do is access or interface with the subconscious. You can literally think about this like a computer program. It's identical to a computer program. In fact, if you look at some of the technologies that exist today, the internet, communication with your devices, stuff like that. These are discoveries. They're not inventions. They're discoveries based off of universal technologies. So this technology is a universal technology. But we as humans, we didn't understand this. So we had to go back and basically backwards engineer how this actually works. And that's what we came across with Theta Healing and also subconscious reprogramming. Mm-hmm. And so that's kind of the overview of it. The science behind it is it's getting. You can go more into the science too. You were doing some.
Gosh, yeah, I have so many great notes on that, and also, like what you said about the theta brainwave. So people spend time getting into the theta brainwave through meditation.
Through meditation,
right. So this kind of is the hack into instantaneous theta brainwave.
Right. Exactly.
And then also, I mean, trying to think how to shift from what you said. Thank you for your explanation.
Yeah.
It's so great to hear it from another person's mouth, because the truth is, it can be difficult to explain.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult to explain. There's a lot of science involved, but we're also dealing with the mysterious too. So like, we're dealing with energy. And energy is not something that you can actually like, I can't say here's some energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's an abstraction. It's not something that is you can physically see or track or get some analytics behind. But I can tell you through my experience working with Theta, especially in regards to manifesting, mm-hmm. what I've seen would be nothing short of magical. If people saw through my eyes what I was witnessing as I was manifesting, rapidly manifesting.
Yeah.
I can give you at least one example. So I test it in many ways. I love to play with it. It's so much fun. But one of the things that I did was I ran through our sequence that what we do for Theta and manifesting. And I was going home off of work, and I said, I'm going to manifest a red Ferrari on Las Vegas Boulevard. I want to see a red Ferrari on Las Vegas Boulevard.
Yeah.
And I'm driving down, and mind you, like, my distance on the strip is very, very, very short. It's mm-hmm. maybe it's like a quarter of a mile, if that.
It's like half a block.
So I happen to I get to the red light, and I'm like, okay, it didn't happen. And you know, you let go, and you're just like, okay, cool. I look to the right, inside of the mall, sure enough, a red Ferrari mm-hmm. is sitting right there. And this is several different occasions, almost on a daily basis that I'm...
The computer.
Yeah, the computer, that was one too. So my computer was completely broken. I couldn't get it to work. I was banging my head against it for a few hours. And finally I just did the manifesting technique, and boom, the computer fires right up, and it's still good to this day.
Yep.
You know, so we're working with energy here. And so what's so special about that? And with Amber's product, the quantum body transformation product, I almost said condom body.
That's not good.
Quantum body transformation. So with fitness, nutrition, health, and with anything, just like going back to my story, with anything, you have to get to the root cause. You have to get to the root cause. Well, what is the root cause? It's energy.
Right.
There's a difference between energy and psychology. There's a difference between the physical and the energetic. Mm-hmm. And the problem with the law of attraction stuff and all that, and even like high-level seminars, mindset stuff, is you can't change the energetic from the from the psychological. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I can't go in there and think of something to happen and try to change the energy mm-hmm. enough to make it happen. I mean, you can, but it's very, very slim to none that you're going to do it. So we have to use a technology. We have to use a technology that works with the energy, and then changes the energy from an energetic perspective as opposed to a psychological perspective. So think about this, right? Here's a cup. I'm going to try and move it with my mind. Not happening, you know? Very, very hard to do. I'm not saying it's not possible, right. But it's super hard to do. And I don't think we've got there yet. But what I can do is I can move the cup with my hand. So I'm using energy to move energy. Mm-hmm. I'm using the energy to change something from an energetic perspective as opposed to changing energy from a psychological perspective.
Makes sense.
So this is what theta does, and the theta brainwave is the key to that. We are able to interface the subconscious and reprogram and download the things that we want and remove the things that we don't want to have the life that we truly desire, right? To go in and work from the energetic perspective, and then we look for the outside, and then we look for the patterns to come in. If we manifest something, if it's money, or if it's if you want to become a millionaire, you work with the energy first, boom, 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 you handle that part, and then you look for the mentor, and then you look for the information, and then you apply it, you know?
Or it just appears.
Or sometimes, and this is the magic behind this technology, is sometimes it happens, boom, so fast.
Yep.
So incredibly fast. So this is my work or my experience with theta and my experience with subconscious reprogramming and changing the energy first from an energetic perspective, working with energetic technologies and understanding the science behind them, as opposed to working with a psychological technology to change the energetic. These are two different things.
You had a third example too. Energy, psychologic, and something else.
Physical.
Physical. So that's where my work comes in.
Right. So you're going to, it's going to manifest into the physical.
Right.
Through those things. But the problem is what people are teaching now is go think and grow rich. You know what I mean? Well, good luck. For most people, for some people it does, but what's happening is they're going into the energy from the thought. They don't know
they're going into the energy.
Right. They're going into the energy from the thought. The way the universe responds, the communication that you're having with the universe is not a language form of communication. It's a feeling. It's an emotion. It's an energetic communication that you're having with the universe.
Yeah.
And that is what actually bonds the manifestation inside of physical reality. So, and keep in mind too, this is levels deep, but this is only we're just scratching the surface with this. With this type of technology and with the understanding, this is not the greatest thing that I've found. Keep that in mind too. The greatest thing that I've found is awakening. So there's a lot of things going on when it comes to the law of attraction. There's a lot of things going on there. I'll kind of touch up on it. The law of attraction and a lot of the misconceptions with the law of attraction, it's simply this. The law of attraction is a feedback loop based off of the present moment. So and think of it like you put two mirrors together and it's reflexive. Those two mirrors will start bouncing off of each other until they get to a point where they manifest or where something happens.
Okay.
Right? So the law of attraction is a feedback loop just like that. Based off of what? Based off of the present moment, but it's constantly going through the present moment and it's scaling. You know what I mean? So one of the most important things with the law of attraction is the ability to let go. And this also applies with theta too. Is like, yeah, you do some theta healing, but you're not attached to the results. That way the energy, you're working with the energy and the energy can come in and start to manifest and bring those things in that you want. But the key to that really is to truly let go.
I think, I have a strong feeling that's what happened with Laura, and I see that she's here. Laura asked physical, yes. Energetic, psychological, physical. Laura had an amazing experience, and I know she doesn't mind me sharing, but she's on a rapid weight loss cycle now after only a little over a week from the first time she did Theta Healing.
Amazing.
Within a week, 10 pounds. And that's continued. And she's actually going through things in life and handling things and doing really well handling things. I'm not going to give away too much, but you guys, she's going to be on with me Monday. And the truth is, she's just flowing with it, right? Like you said, unattached to the outcome.
Right.
Which is such a great thing because what happened for her is she experienced Theta Healing. She started losing weight, but then she also started having ideas and being inspired, stop drinking soda, start walking a couple times a day, really enjoying that, getting in touch with nature. So what I've seen is that when you do Theta Healing, not only do you have a healing or you have a block clear or you have a download, but then you start manifesting naturally all the things in your life that are going to guide you like little cookie
Absolutely.
crumbs to the major solutions.
And guess what? Since you let go, you are able to see the things come in, right? Because you're not distracted by the future or by the past or by any other bullshit that's in the way. You're able to let go and focus and let the universe co-create with you. You know what I mean? So like this letting go thing is really, really extremely powerful. And I've done a mini course on the mechanics of letting go and actually what's happening when you let go. Because there's a universal mechanic that there's like a science behind this, you know?
Yeah.
So I've done a recording. I can put it into the Trinity room at some point. It's only a couple minutes long, but it really breaks down exactly what's happening with letting go. But this is an important aspect of Theta. This is an important aspect of manifesting. This is an important aspect of forgiveness. This is, it goes on and on and on and on. This is like the glue to having the life that you truly desire, is the ability to also let go.
That's why he's always telling me to let go.
Yeah.
But there's actually a class about it. Yay! Let's see it. Bring it on. Bring it on. Let's see. Brittany says, trying to change or remove negative energy has drained me. I probably need to clear or release those at the end of the day. So use that grounding cord, moving that energy, and we could do Theta around that, of course. But yeah, really just draining that stuff out. Mom says the affirmation words in the conscious can be there, but the subconscious will override it without Theta. Exactly.
Absolutely.
So the subconscious mind runs the show. And that reminds me what I wanted to ask you a minute ago. So with what you said about every cell in the body, what did you say? The body's intelligence.
It's the body's intelligence.
So you're saying that, for the audience, when you do Theta, you're affecting every single cell in the body.
Pretty much. You're reprogramming that. And you have, through the Theta brainwave, you have the ability to reprogram your genetic code, basically, to get rid of. So let's talk about blocks for a second.
We got to talk about the mice, too.
Yeah, so blocks. How can we get blocks? I mean, these things. So, well, first, let's talk about what a block is. It's not a trauma. It's different from a trauma.
But it can come from a trauma.
A trauma can come from a block can come from a trauma. Correct. Yeah, absolutely. But it's not a trauma. For the longest time, I was thinking, oh, I went through a trauma, so I had a block. And no, it's not correct. What is in the subconscious mind, in the body's intelligence, is not well determined from a conscious position. Just like what we were going to before, you cannot psychologically figure out the energy within the body's intelligence. Okay. That's why we use muscle testing. Because of muscle testing, our body is going to respond from a positive and negative charge and give us the answer. Yep. Then that's the first tool that we use. The second tool is Theta. The Theta is the ability to reprogram that belief system. And really what it comes down to is belief systems. A block is basically just a belief system against something that you want. How do we get blocks? What are they? How do we get them? Well, there's a number of different ways. And I'll tell you the 3 to 4 most common ways that we can get blocks. Within our development as children, within the first 7 years of our life, that's when we're developing most of our body's intelligence within this body that we have right now. So within that, also we are programming, and those blocks can come in at that point. Number 2 is going to be, and some people will agree with this or disagree with this. It depends on your beliefs, but soul contracts. So if you had a past life experience and you went through something and you need to clear it, you need to go through typically sometimes an experience to clear it too. Because you have to go from an experience is an energetic thing working with the energy, right? So the experience allows us to clear the thing. And then like with addiction, you go through you have a past life experience and you were an addict and you didn't make it from the last, you didn't clear the addiction, so you carry it on into this life. It's your body's intelligence. The third one is also hereditary. So you can get it from genetics. So from your family, it's passed down through tradition, or not through tradition, but through genetics. So that's another way. the interesting thing about this is these blocks and these things that are programmed into the subconscious, if you try to change them from a conscious perspective, the way that your odds in doing that are like going up against the U.S. Army with a knife. I mean, it's very slim to none. Unless you're going through an experience, right? So unless you're going through another energetic parallel to shift that from the energetic perspective. Okay, so that can come from meditation. It can come from, many different things. But what Theta and what this technology that we're using does is it allows us to do it, boom, fast, work with the energy using the Theta brainwave. So
fourth?
The fourth one, I don't remember right now, but I will.
Could it be soul?
I said that.
Core, genetic, history. You did that. Okay.
Yeah.
So that will bring you that one next time.
Yeah, we'll get that for you guys.
We'll bring you number 4. Awesome. So hey, check this out. This is crazy in regards to genetics. They did an experiment with mice. I hate to say it, but I'm going to tell you the story. They did an experiment with mice where they gave them a small shock and they had them smell something at the same time, cherry blossoms. And those mice were obviously traumatized by cherry blossoms. So every time they had cherry blossoms, they freaked out. Okay? Their babies were born, never getting shocked, hating cherry blossoms. Like scared of cherry blossoms.
So it was passed down through genetics.
Right. Then there was another set of mice that were brown and like average weight mice, okay? And I forget now. I forget how they bred diabetes into these mice, okay? But the diabetic mice were yellow. They were born yellow and overweight because they were diabetic. So here's the moral of the story. They cured the diabetes with certain things, nutrition and supplements and things like that. And these mice with diabetes bred to have babies with no diabetes. Is that making any sense?
Yeah.
The point is that you can change genetics in one generation. That's the point.
And now you can change genetics in about less than a minute, let's say. So, with subconscious reprogramming. With the technology that's at our hands right now, that's what we're doing, basically. And it's very interesting. That's a very interesting study. And it just proves the science behind this, and especially with subconscious reprogramming in the mysterious also. It gives us more data to work with. It gives us more, science-based information to work with. So that is great. But I really do believe that the future of 1, medicine, 2, fitness, 3, self-development, 4, even where we're going with technology is going to come down to understanding and studying energy.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So it's going to be the energy workers on this planet. It's going to be the people just like you guys that are watching and us that are doing the work back here right now that are going to carry the torch in healing this planet and helping in a lot of ways. And the interesting thing about it too is like I study technology very, very closely, and I also study social dynamics and social constructs. And what's coming in the future from 2020 above, I would say until 2027, there's going to be a major, major shift that will cause a lot of pain, that will cause the Great Awakening, So it's important for us to knowledge up. It's important for us to understand, and see beyond the matrix when it comes to energy and be able to provide these things for people and help, because what's coming too is it's pretty dark. I hate to say it, but the dark,
we can transmute it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
it. The
it.
dark is just a way to expand the light.
Duality.
So I think that's a wrap for tonight.
That's a wrap almost. Let's see what we got going on here. What's the difference between Theta and Reiki? So I know I can attempt to answer this. I've done Reiki for years, and it's energy healing, of course, but it's not getting down to the subconscious. I think that's the really short answer. And I love Reiki, and you guys know Cody. I've done Reiki on Cody for, I don't know, 10 years every single day. And so I love it, but it's definitely not the same as reprogramming the subconscious. Stella's here.
I think theta
Laura.
is because you're working with the theta brainwave.
Okay, I love that, Amber. Very nice. Reiki is energy healing, and theta is a state of consciousness. Yeah. A great way to put it. You've heard the cherry blossom one, Kimberly. Water programming. Absolutely. Talk about energy work, right? Have you guys seen the studies on, even plants and speaking nicely to plants and speaking terribly to plants and what happens? That's all energy. Energy work will change the world. Let's see.
Well, that's depressing.
Matthew's funny. No negativity here. Yeah, because we truly believe we can transmute it all. So whatever was depressing, there's some sort of quantum answer to throw back at that for sure. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Frank's there.
Hey, Frank.
What's up, Frank? Oh my gosh, so good to see you. Yep, plant energy fields with the lie detector test. I haven't heard about that. What is that about? So, Lori, welcome. Let's see. Love you guys. TYVM.
Thank you, Zon. I don't know.
I always have to Google these.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank
you very much. I think grief is the block that Amber's Theta Healing allowed me to lose weight. One of the most common. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. If you're carrying grief and you clear that out, oh my gosh. Grief, guilt, shame, unworthiness, undeserving. I see these all the time. Plants will energetically scream if they think you're going to hurt them. Detected with a lie detector test?
Oh, wow.
No way. Oh my gosh.
Crazy.
That's so sad. So let's see what I have for notes. And if there's anything else really important that I want to talk about. Oh no, I want to answer her question. I want to answer Lori's question. Lori, we do Theta Healing on here. And I have a free webinar. If you type the words yes please in the comments. Not just yes, not just please, yes please, no emojis. You get an instant message with my webinar, and that webinar goes into not only more about what Theta Healing is, how this all began for us, but also we go in and we clear blocks, which means we do Theta Healing on that webinar. I jump in here pretty often. I have a premium group that we can put the link to. It's on special this month for June, where we dive really deep into quantum coaching and Theta Healing. So I welcome you there. In fact, I'll come back and I'll put the link to that. But we do Theta Healing around here quite often. We're really happy to have you in the community. And yeah, I just want to tap in. Like, Laura, I'm really proud of you and
That's
happy
amazing.
to
Seriously.
see. I'm so happy to see that she related that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people clear blocks and they don't really know what cleared what and what helped so much. Because sometimes we can go through pretty long lists of blocks, as you guys know. And so the fact that, Laura, you figured that out, I love that. And let's see. Great work. Grace, thank you very much. Happy to have you here too.
Thank you, Grace.
David, replay.
Yeah, check out the replay.
Yeah, check out the replay because we dove deep into exactly what Theta is and what Theta Healing is. Once thought about programming a pendulum to detect if one is lying. I don't know if you could do that. I never thought about that.
Kimberly is awesome.
Yeah. Yep. She's around a lot.
Yeah.
Love it. Dang, you guys, teach me your ways, Matthew said.
Absolutely.
Good to know. I haven't heard of Theta Healing. Beth Brink, welcome. We're happy to have you here. Catherine, okay, well, the webinar is on its way to you. Eric, you too. Frank says, lots of studies have measured plant reactions and plants remember individual humans. Are you serious?
Wow.
That's incredible.
Frank, we miss you.
Yeah. We do miss you. Very much so. It'd be great to reconnect soon. Julia, Sandy, Benji, hello there. You guys, that webinar is headed to you. Enjoy it. Set yourself some time and some space and grab a glass of water when you watch it. Grab a pen and paper. We clear the 5 most common subconscious blocks in the areas of health and weight management. And, should we tell them that secret about the relationship thing?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's coming, but yeah, you can.
There's something really special coming. What do you want to tell them?
So the cool thing about Theta, we put together a program. The first program that we did was specifically for health and weight, because we knew that this is an in-demand thing, and we knew that people need to approach the energetic work before they do the physical work. And not to say that the physical work isn't going to work. Of course, if you go to the gym, you're going to see results, but you're working with energy.
And you might not keep the
that
results.
in mind. But you also might have a block that's running that will not allow you to keep the results. And that's why people struggle with the gym. That's why people struggle with eating healthy and stuff like that, because there's some kind of programming in the subconscious that just doesn't align with that. Mm-hmm. So that was the first one. The second one coming is going to be within relationships, and I think that this will be something that we can do together too, in regards to relationships and love. So Amber put out, she's going to announce here in the next week or so. You can go ahead.
I have a giveaway.
Yeah.
I have a really special giveaway, because before we launch this product, I need testimonials. And so Christian, the computer genius, has created something so cool. When you click on it, it gives you the ability to enter this contest, and I'm actually giving away a full 90-minute Theta Healing session after this contest is over. So we're going to launch that within the next couple days as soon as it's ready. And it's amazingly designed, because you're able to share on Facebook, enter your email, tag a friend, or a couple of things that you could do to accumulate points in the sharing of this giveaway.
Right. And in exchange, we need some results. So we need some physical proof that this is going to work within relationships and love. And so we need to do some work and help some people, and in exchange get a testimony and get some happiness. And then also for my product, what I'm producing is in regards to success and in regards to being an entrepreneur, which, it's not for everybody, but I do believe freedom is one of the most important principles in life, and having the ability to do what you want, and having the ability to not only do what you want, but be successful at it too, is important. So guess what? It comes down to subconscious. It comes down to, just like my story in the beginning, it comes down to running the code that's going to bring the things that you need and work with the energy that you need to get success, get abundance, get, if you want to get money, if you want to have, whatever it may be as an entrepreneur, or for freedom loving people, then this is going to be something that's going to be tremendous for you. So the great thing about Theta is it's very wide. It's like computer programming just within your body. And you can literally, just like remember that scene from The Matrix where Neo jumps in the helicopter and they plug in the program, they download how to drive the helicopter, how to fly the helicopter. Well, that's kind of like Theta. Yep. It's kind of like subconscious reprogramming. But obviously, I wouldn't go try to fly a helicopter after that. But what it will provide for you is it will bring the things into your life that you need to actually do those things. So you're working with the energy first, and obviously you have to do the physical work too, but it's not going to be the reverse. Like how I was doing in the beginning as an entrepreneur, going out and getting all the tools, getting all the knowledge, fail. Well, it wasn't the tools, the knowledge, or anything outside of me that was preventing me from having it. It was the code that I was running that was backwards. The blocks were there. It was wrong. And I could have struggled my whole life as an entrepreneur.
Totally.
Without understanding Theta.
Yep.
And went my whole life trying to be an entrepreneur and never figured it out.
Exactly. It's pretty incredible. And the same thing happens, like you said, with the body and with relationships. And the one-liner I always like to say is that my job is to get the subconscious on board with what the conscious mind is wanting to create.
Absolutely. That's great. I love that.
I love that because we know what we consciously want to create. Sometimes we have all the tools but this.
Yeah.
You know?
It was me for 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. But even people have the gym tools and the nutrition tools and everything. Is that your beautiful hubby, Amber?
Hey, Jody.
Okay. And I saw someone else. Lori says she's so happy that she found us. Thank you for that.
Lori.
Tina, I see you here. I missed anyone? More customers, please, for Grace. Miss all of you, Frank says. Thank you, guys. Will Theta help with physical other than weight? Absolutely, yes.
Mm-hmm. And even so, there's, and I don't really want to go into this because I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but the technology behind Theta was used to produce miraculous things.
Miraculous healings.
Yeah. And I believe that this is the technology that somebody like Jesus Christ was using too during the time. You know, understanding the subconscious, understanding the energetic work. I believe that, because this is the type of stuff that you can do with this technology. Mm-hmm. And the results are out there. The mentor that I learned from, he has some pretty amazing stories when it comes to this.
Miraculous
manifesting money very rapidly, miraculous healing when it comes to certain diseases.
Yep.
I'm not going to say them because I don't want to become...
You don't want to make medical claims and be asked to be that. Yeah.
Right. But this is the technology that we're dealing with. It's super, 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 super potent.
Yep. Did you see what Matthew says? We like him. Matthew, you're hilarious. I love it. Giveaway, I'm in. Can moms win? Moms can win. Of course they can. No, Sherry. Only if I fly out and get it too. You got a room, right? I love it. Grew up in church. Mm-hmm. Whether or not you want to do it. Okay. Yeah, so Kimberly, whether or not you want to do it, and if you do, it will allow you to download into your DNA or not. And that's one of the things. If you're brand new to hearing, if this is your first video you found of mine, you got the science. I highly recommend go back. Look at old Theta Healing videos on this page. Check out my webinar. Learn about it. See how it works. Because what Kimberly said made me think of something. It's permission, right? I can't just go in and reprogram Christian's subconscious while he's sleeping next to me at night. Right. You know? There's a process of permission. This is not...
But also, too, this work can be done remotely.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't have to be in the room with the person to do it. It could be done over Skype. We do it live. We do it live on Facebook. You know?
And it works over recording. This is no time and no space.
Yeah, because you're dealing with the fifth dimension, which is energy. And within energy, it doesn't deal with time or space.
Right.
So
that's why it works even on the replay, which I just absolutely love. All right. We're going to keep doing work, Laura, on everything that's going on, for sure. All right. So, hi, guys. There's so many comments. I'm so grateful. I'll have to go back and watch. Brianna's here. How awesome is that? Can't wait to connect with you. It's thought about you all day, in fact. Let's see. Energy's all around us. What did Lisa ask? Ooh, Jody asks if you could help those stay sane on this vaccine poison stuff. Maybe you could clear some programs regarding this. I can send these, many struggling with this current genocide.
Yeah, the vaccine thing is definitely not good.
No.
Jody, I know that you were contacting us in regards to a teacher type training. Definitely contact us. We're working on putting something together to actually teach others how to do Theta as well.
Yep.
And more, so contact us and stay up with us because we will be putting that out at some point.
Yep. We've been working on that and talking a whole lot about that, and it will include all of the epigenetic stuff that I do and that Christian does. And now you guys know Christian because you guys see me all the time. So now you have so much more understanding about what we're doing and stuff. So I'm just so grateful that you joined tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm grateful to be here. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So you guys, I'll bring him back. Kimberly's interested in both personal and teaching. How
Great.
awesome is that?
Yeah.
Because I was seeing that a lot. You know, as soon as we launched the Quantum Body Transformation Program, I was finding, you know, I love that. I love seeing, yes, people want healing, but guess what? They want to heal others.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I resonate so deeply with that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
All right, you guys. Oh my gosh. So excited. So it's Friday. Have an awesome weekend. Is there anything else you wanted to share with everybody?
I think that's it. Laura, we'll be doing some work with you. We're going to help you through it too. So you got this 100%. We're with you too.
Yep, that's right. We're all connected.
Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you, guys. Oh my gosh, love you guys so much. Sending tons of love your way. We'll see you Monday. We'll see you Monday night back here. Same bat time, same bat channel. We pull 3 cards for the week. I do some channeling. So if anyone's excited about the channeled messages, be sure to meet us here. Like I said, Monday night, 6 p.m. Pacific. All right. Love you guys so much. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.